So let's discuss the next concept, super keyword. Super keyword. See, super keyword. So what exactly super keyword is, why we are using it? Okay, so let's discuss this super keyword. Super keyword is used for differentiating base class features with the derived class. I'll come again. So super keyword is used for differentiating base class features. It could be a data members, or it could be a methods, okay, and derived class features as well. So now to differentiate between the base class and derived class keywords, so we are like using the super keyword. So where this super keyword is applicable. So the super keyword is applicable at three levels. The super keyword is applicable at three levels. The first level is super at variable level, variable level, and second one is super at method level. Also, we are using it this one, and last is super at constructor level as well. So these are the three different levels. In these three different levels, we are using the super keyword. So why are you using super keyword? In order to differentiate the base class and derived class features, for base class features, we are using the super keyword. So let's see the first level. So first level, super at variable level, super at variable level. Whenever we inherit the data members and uh, whenever we inherit the data members into our base class, from our into our derived class, whenever we inherit the data members from base class to from base class to derived class. Okay, there might be a chance of having the similar data members, which is nothing but similar variables present in the derived class as well. Derived class as well. In order to differentiate between the base class data members and the derived class data members, so what we are using is super. We are using at a variable level. What is the syntax of uh, using the super keyword? So at variable level, it would be super dot variable name. That's it. Super dot variable name. Which variable name? Base class variable name. Base class variable name. Okay. So fine, right? Let's take a simple example actually. Let's take a simple example. Let's say we have a base class. In our base class, we have defined one variable called int amount is there or int balance is there. Okay. So now we are extending this base class into a derived class as well. So we'll write extends and we will be using this. In our base class, let's imagine in our derived class as well, we have the same variable. Okay, let me give the variable as balance. Okay. So now I'll write a one display method where I'll be going to display the uh, you know um, uh, balances of base and derived class. Let's initialize the value of balance over here to like 2000. The derived class balance is having like 3000. Okay. So now as both the if you if you write a sys out and if you write a sys out and you want to display the balance of base class, so how you will differ? Because see here we have balance variable available at the derived class as well, and balance of a variable available at the derived class. If you give simply balance, so it will there is a chance of taking this balance, right. There is a chance of taking this balance, the derived class balance. So what we have to say, I am like explicitly saying that balance of base class. Okay. So what you should say, so here if the derived class and base class variables are same, in order to differentiate between the base and derived classes, so the base class variable must be using a super keyword. So super will be super will be if you are applying super, it will refer to the base class. It will refer to the base class. Super always refers to the base class. So here you are calling the variable. So super dot uh, the variable name. So which means that you are trying to fetch the base class variable. Okay, understood? Now I'll write one more SOT and I'll say here derived class, derived balance of derived class, something like this. Balance of BC BC plus super dot. No, I don't need to write super. I'll directly write balance because see, if I am writing balance, it is referring to the current class, right? So 3000 will be displayed. Okay. So let's take a simple scenario. Okay. And we'll try to write a code for that scenario. Okay. Any doubts still now? Yeah. So let's create a class called, we have an employee class. Let's create an employees class. Okay. Let's create an employees class. I'll create employees class. The employees is having the private and emp id. Okay, so let's not write private this emp id. Otherwise, just write these. Just write a single variable string. Not is not a string. So it's salary is in double right. So salary. So I'll mention the salary. Let's 15,000 as a salary. So there's a double right. So fine. So we have one more class called um, manager. So manager is the one. So manager extends. So if I want to copy the features of like employee, I'll be extending the features, right? So I'll say employees, and the employee manager is also having a variable called salary, which is 80,000. Okay. Now in manager class, I'll be writing a display salaries. Display salaries is a method which doesn't take anything and it will be written in void. So I'll be just printing out the statements. So I'll say manager salary is dashes plus salary. Cool. So now this out employee salary is plus what? If I give salary, what it will do? It will print same. So what I'll do is I'll say super dot salary. Okay. Super dot salary. Cool. So so let's understand the question. So the problem is over here. So we have an employee. Let's imagine a scenario. We have an employee class where we have the salary as a 50,000, and we have a manager class and where the salary is 80,000. Now what I'll do is I'll be writing a simple display salaries method. So where we will be executing the employee and the manager salaries. Okay. So let's create the client app actually. So let's go and write the client app. I'll say, um, I'll give this manager employee client app. Okay. So here we have main method. That's fine. So I'll create an object of manager. See why we are going to create an object of manager? Because the manager is having an upper hand, because here you can see manager is having the salary as a data member and is also having the display salaries as also one more method. So and it is also taking the features of the employees as well, which is a salary. Okay. So both, it is having the upper hand, right? So we always create an object of a derived class. So when we are extending the features of base class. So manager dot display salaries. So what would be the response now? What would be the response? So if you go over here, so it will display manager salary is what? 80,000, and the employee salary is super dot salary. It will directly go to the employees and it will say super dot salary is 50,000. That is the problem. It's not a problem. Let's go and run this one. Run as Java application. Let's see what would be the output. So here you can see the manager salary is 80,000 and the employee salary is 50,000. Okay, so that's all about the super at the variable level.